The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball is brought to you by Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Culvers of Lincoln, Grau Incorporated, Chestnut Health Systems, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Heartland Bank and Trust Company, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Emo's Cafe, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, Joe Ryan Country Financial, Schneider Masonry, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
This is Corporal Brian Clements with the Lincoln Police Department. This week, Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers is seeking information in reference to a shooting that occurred on December 30th, 2024 at approximately 7 to 8 p.m. in the area of the North Jefferson Street near the Logan County Fairgrounds. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries from a small caliber gunshot. At this time, no description of the suspect was given. If you have any information on this crime, please contact the Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers anonymously at 217-732-3000 or the Lincoln Police Department at 217-732-2151. Tips leading to an arrest could receive a cash reward of up to $1,000. Crime Stoppers only wants your information, not your name.
The Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week is brought to you by Me Realty, supporting a thriving community safe for families through support of the Crime Stoppers program. Me Realty, 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Mattoon hasn't started out well here in the Apollo 0-5 on the season, but it'll be another test for the Railers here tonight after we've put on a little bit of a winning streak ourselves, 3 in a row now for the Railers, and a weekend where we can kind of get our record back in this thing.
Yeah, you're right, Josh. Coming off 3 wins in a row, but Saturday against Jacksonville, we got the win, but Coach Al felt that we might have taken 2 steps back that game. Had the opportunity to put Jacksonville away, let them hang around, but the outcome was a win, but just not the way you want to finish a basketball game, and being without Tungate really hurts too, and he's going to be out again tonight.
Yeah, it looks like he's sidelined again here tonight after he took that knee to the thigh, and not sure if we'll see him this weekend at all, as suffering from a deep thigh bruise, but again, a little more practice time for the Railers as they, without Tungate, try to get things going. But as you're right, the Railers did not end that Jacksonville game, and I don't know if I remember a game this year where we've really put it to a team. You know what I mean? Let's get an easy road over here with Andy Hayes, and we talked about that a little bit. Is just get a lead and hammer somebody. And thinking back in Railer history, or at least the time that I've been around the Railers, that's usually has not been the problem. We find a way to increase our lead and come away with some convincing victories, and really the Railers have not had much of one this year.
Yeah, let's get a running clock tonight and get on out of here. I'd much rather have played Taylorville on the road and Mattoon at home.
Correct.
Don't miss the Apollo at all with
travel,
all
right?
The travel time.
Yeah.
And a lot of those games I didn't even go to just because if it's on a Friday night.
Yeah, that's when you had your Roger Clemens
I
contract.
had my radius, and so I'm a little bit out of my radius tonight, but that's all right. Hopefully, and this is a nice gym.
Yeah, they've really redone. You'll see it on the broadcast on the YouTube channel where they've added lighting and put some chair back seats across from us, and have redone the floor, put up a big jumbotron that is right next to us. So some improvements here at Mattoon. Nice gymnasium, well lit, so the players should not have any trouble tracking the ball here tonight.
No, yeah, it is well lit, and the court, redid the court, and yeah, they've did a nice job here.
14 minutes up on the clock for the warm-ups. We're going to send it back to the studio for another 2-minute timeout. Back with more of the pregame. You're in the Growl Incorporated pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
One of the deadliest mass shootings in U.S. history at Post Nightclub in Orlando.
Walking into the building for the first time after the shooting, it was crippling, but it had to be preserved. If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart. It is the power of love in its rawest form.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Heartland Bank and Trust Company, with branches on North Sangamon Street and Woodlawn Road. Unlock the power of more with More For You checking from Heartland Bank and save money on the things you're already paying for. Open your account today in branch or online at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, Railer Nation, here from Mattoon High School as the Railers get set to take on the Green Wave here from Mattoon, Illinois. The Railer sophomores fresh off a one-point victory for head coach Greg Alexander by a score of 38-37. Getting set for varsity action here in just about 12 minutes from tip-off. You're in the Growl Incorporated pregame show. Josh Komnick, Scott Kirby, Lloyd Kirby, bringing you all the action. Again, the Railers will take the court at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium tomorrow as another Apollo Conference opponent comes to Lincoln, as the Tornadoes from Taylorville High School will come to Lincoln tomorrow for a 5:30 JV and a 7 o'clock varsity start. And Scott, as we talked about earlier, it's nice to get off to a not only a good start, but find a way to put teams away. And you look at the Railer stats here up until now, and Coach Alexander talked about it in the post game last game, that we've really given up more points than we have scored, and that's exactly right. The Railers have scored 918 points on the season and have given up 928, so right at an average of 44 points both ways. Obviously, you want to be scoring more than the opponent. The opponent does. The Green Wave come in averaging 55 points a game, but giving up 58. So something we'll have to give here in Mattoon. And obviously we hope the Railers get off to a good start and then are able to build on that good start, as third quarter has been the nemesis of the Railers this season. And I'm interested to see if Coach will take your advice. In the postgame, you offered a little of your advice to him to see if he would not take the team down to the locker room at halftime. Just keep him out on the court, maybe have a little meeting on the bench, and then get him out there for warm-ups to get the legs going. You think he listened to you?
Yeah, I don't think he's real thrilled about that advice.
I didn't see much of a reaction when you brought it up, so I don't think that's going to happen.
He was already a little.
If he's going to listen to anybody, I figured it'd be you.
Oh, I'm the last person he's going to listen to. But I just think after that game, just the way we played and the way we do come out second half. He's just a little upset and frustrated because he knows he's got a better team than that. And you got to put two solid halves together because you go up against a solid team. And we saw it against Rock Island. We saw what they can do. Yeah. And we've seen it in spurts this season.
Collinsville game, you remember, probably one of our best games that we've played this season, I think, absolutely. Collinsville. And that was on their home court. And the Railers have done a good job on the road this year, really. 9-3 at home, neutral sites at 3-2 for the Railers. So, as you said earlier, on a 3-game winning streak, and it hasn't been the prettiest of basketball or the largest margins of victory. But again, as long as you got one more point on that scoreboard, it doesn't tend to matter. But you like to see a little more deficit between our points.
Yeah, you're right. And you also like to look up at the scoreboard and see even scoring, get everybody involved, and not rely on one person because that person could be off that night. And just come out, play their game, and put 4 quarters together, and we'll see what happens.
Mattoon here tonight, Taylorville tomorrow, and then the makeup game with Chatham Glenwood at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium will be February 6th. Railers with 3 in a row next week on the 6th. And then we travel to Eisenhower on the 7th, and then we are at Lanphier on the 8th. So a little bit of a string there for the Railers, 3 games in a row, and we'll obviously big help and a big need will be getting Tungate back for that 3-game stretch.
Yeah, I don't know. You talked to Chad a little bit out there in the hallway. Yeah. I don't know if you got any.
He just sore and he was pretty bruised, so it's going to take some time. And the good thing is if you can keep him out these 2 games, and then you've got a little rest and maybe a lot of therapy with trainer Matt back in the training room all next week and all weekend, and hopefully we can get another one of our starters, another one of our key guys back, because Tungate was playing about as well as anybody for us leading up to that injury the other night.
Absolutely, and another ball handler. Yeah. Quickness out there, can shoot it, and it's unfortunate that that he had to suffer that injury, but hopefully he can work himself back in that lineup and finish the season strong.
That's going to wrap it up for us here on the pregame show. After word from our sponsors, Scott and I'll be back here in Mattoon as the Railers get ready to take on the Green Wave. As always, a big thank you goes out to all of our sponsors. This has been the Josh Comnick Growl Incorporated pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Donating pet food can keep families together. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
Good evening, Railer fans, and welcome to Lincoln Railer Basketball. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCN Sports are pleased to bring you tonight's matchup from Mattoon, Illinois, on the campus of Mattoon High School for tonight's matchup between the Lincoln Railers and the Green Wave from Mattoon High School. Good evening, everyone. This is Scott Kirby alongside Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby on the camera, and Paula Godat back at the studio, and we're all set to bring you all of tonight's action. We'd like to wish a good evening to all of our listeners and viewers that are tuning in to WLCN 96.3 FM, listening on the go on the Mixler app, or watching our live stream video on YouTube. We hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. The Raiders come in tonight's game with an overall record of 13-8, 3-4 in the Central State 8. The Green Wave have an overall record of 6-16. It's time to check tonight's list of the game, sponsored by Me Realty. List your home with Me Realty when it's time to sell, and if you're looking to buy, check the listings at merealty.com. Josh, 3 keys to tonight's game.
Well, I think the first one for me is just make sure you respect your opponent tonight. You know, Mattoon does not have a solid record, 0-5 in their conference, in the Apollo Conference, and you don't want to come in here and give a lackluster effort on a team that you should come in here and beat and handle. And I think finish. You know, the Railers have been up in the last couple of games, haven't finished well, but came out on top, but have not, as we talked about earlier in the pregame, have not put teams away to finish off a victory or end a game like you want to. There's been some close ones. Jacksonville as of late for the Railers, and then we got to get out to start shooting the ball, Scott. We just have not been able to find that consistency from the perimeter. The Railers did a little bit better job finding some scrappy points late in that game on Tuesday against Jacksonville, but we've got to shoot the ball. Lincoln known for their three-point shooting, and we've not. I like to see the whole team come out. About 3 or 4 guys on the court with 2 or 3 threes apiece, and like you said earlier, get that scoring spread out and be a really tough cover for the other team. So let's just have a complete game. 4 quarters. I'd like to see 4 quarters of a basketball game. Not sure we've seen one yet this year.
No, and Lincoln with a little bit of a size advantage.
Yeah.
Mattoon not real big, so we'll see how they match up. That's tonight's list of the game, brought to you by Me Realty. When you're ready to list your home, contact the professionals at Me Realty. We're going to take a commercial break as we play the Star Spangled Banner. When we come back, we will have starting lineups and the opening tip here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise?
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Have you ever seen somebody treated unfairly because of the color of their skin?
Do you guys know what it means to have white privilege?
What is racism and what do you think about it?
Talk to young children about what racism is, giving them the language to understand it. They can be disruptors. They can shape and shift culture.
We may not always know the answer, but we'll try and help you learn.
You don't have to have all the answers, but that doesn't mean we can't start.
Welcome back here, Railer fans from Mattoon High School. Getting set for the starting lineups as the color guard exiting the gymnasium here, the KC Summers Gymnasium. We just completed the national anthem, and we're going to get ready for the starting lineups for tonight's game. Here from newly renovated Mattoon High School. First for the starters for your Lincoln Railers. The visitors on the scoreboard wearing their red uniforms. Numbers, white numbers trimmed in green for the Railers.
At forward, a senior, 6'3" senior wearing number 1, Blake.
First man out, 6'3" and a senior, number 1, Horn. Blake Horn.
Number 5, Carson.
6'3" and a junior, number 5, Komnick. Carson Komnick.
5'10" senior wearing number 12, Brady.
5'10" and a senior, number 12, Miller. Brady Miller.
Forward, a 6'5" senior wearing number 30, Drew Hayes.
6'5" and a senior, number 30, Hayes. Drew Hayes. And the man in the middle, 6'5" and a senior, 34, Sanders. Frank Sanders. Head coach Neil Alexander, assisted by Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, Brandon Bird Farmer, Josh J. McMcClellan, Zach Dom, and Gary Rademacher. And now the starting lineups for the home team, the Green Wave from Mattoon High School. Got their version of the hype video on their big Jumbotron right next to us. The Green Wave 6-16 on the season. Again, the Railers in action tomorrow night as the Tornadoes from Taylorville come to Coach Neil Alexander Court. That will be a 5:30 start for the JV, a 7 o'clock start for the varsity. JV victorious here tonight on a close one, 38-37 for head coach Greg Alexander. And now now the starting lineups for the Green Wave from Mattoon. .6 foot and a senior, number 1, Madden Johnson. At 1 forward, 6 foot and a senior, number 2, Cole Larson. At 1 guard, 6'2 and a junior, number 3, Lincoln Hayes. At forward, 6'3 and a sophomore, 21, Theron Gint. And at another guard, 5'11 and a sophomore, 24, Javian Middleton. The Green Wave are coached by Jimmy McKee.
And it's game time here from Mattoon, Illinois. Lincoln Railers in their traveling red, white numbers trimmed in green, and the Mattoon Green Wave in their home whites. Looks like gold letters trimmed in green, and set to jump for the Railers, Frank Sanders, and for the Green Wave, Gint. Tonight's opening tip sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Ball is up and tipped by Sanders as Miller tracks it down, keeps his feet in bounds.
Barely, that was as close as it gets there.
Yeah, and the Railers with the first possession of the game. They'll feed Sanders underneath. Yeah. Big Frank up and good. Frank gets the tip and the bucket.
Patent play for the Railers coming into the game. Found big Frank Sanders under there for a wide open layup for the pass from Komnick.
Gint in the corner, guarded by Sanders, having some trouble. Now gets it out to Johnson, over to Larson. Now back to Johnson, work it over to Gint. Now they'll feed Larson inside. Nowhere to go. Kick it out. Now Gint has it. Work it around to Middleton. Middleton dribbles right, guarded there by Miller. Try to feed it down low to Gint. Gint's going to head fake, nowhere to go. Middleton thinks about a three, and going to be bumped there by Horn. Horn picks up his first, team first.
Yeah, on the first possession there. Good job by Miller to close out on Middleton, and then he got by Miller, and then Horn with the body contact on the drive.
Johnson to inbound for the Green Wave. Kick it into Gint. Jumper on the way. Left it short. Horn with the rebound. Raiders up 2-0. Game just underway. Miller goes right. Now hands it off to Horn. They'll work it to the left to Komnick. Komnick's going to pull up just past the free throw line. No good. Sanders tracks down the rebound. Little bounce pass to Sanders, kicked out of there. Komnick gets it. Now kicks it out to Miller. Over to Hayes. Now Horn in the right corner. He'll dribble out. Railers work it around. Komnick now Sanders left wing. Up top to Miller. Miller goes left. He's going to pull up just inside the three-point line. Too long. Frank with the rebound.
Frank with another offensive rebound. Two of them.
Hayes fires a three, no good, and controlled by the Green Wave.
Boy, again, off shooting so far for the Railers, a miss by Komnick, Miller, and now Hayes, and just cannot shoot it from the perimeter right now.
Mattoon with the basketball, down by 2. Johnson will back it out. Over to Larson, left wing. Larson will take a dribble, now give it to Hayes for Mattoon. It'll get a little confusing with 2 Hayeses out there.
Yeah, you're going to have to on your A game tonight.
Mattoon works around the perimeter. There's a kick by Sanders, out of bounds. Going to stay with Mattoon.
So 2-0, 5:42 left here in the first. The opening basket by the Railers, Frank Sanders, scoreless since then.
There's a three by Hayes, no good. Komnick with the rebound. Kick it out to Miller. Miller pushes right. Now gets to the lane. Nothing there. Bounce pass to Frank. He couldn't handle it. Out of bounds. Turnover, Railers.
Yeah, good push there by Brady, and I liked him getting into the middle of the court. Just a tough pass for Big Frank to handle with some guys underneath there.
Here come Mattoon, fired all the way down to Gint. Nothing there. Now they're working around the perimeter. Dribble there by Larson. He'll throw up a running jumper, no good. Sanders with another rebound.
Yeah, 4 rebounds now already for Frank. 3 offensive and now a defensive board. Railers doing a good job on the defensive end, trying to put in some points here.
Alley or a little pass to Frank, up and good. There's that isolation by Sanders.
Yeah. It's the Frank Sanders show so far. 4 points, 4 rebounds for Frank.
Railers starting out big tonight. Frank starting in the place of Smith, and Coach Al decided to go with some size tonight, and right now it's working.
Well, you looked at the starting lineups for the Green Wave. The biggest guy is a 6'3" sophomore, Gint, and you're right. I think this is the biggest lineup that the Railers can put on the court at one time, with 6'5" Hayes and Sanders underneath, and both guards at the wing position, Carson and Horn both at 6'3", and Miller at the top. So Railers with good size, good length under there, and have used it to their advantage so far. A couple offensive rebounds by Frank and a couple of easy ones by Sanders as well. So good start for Frank here tonight.
4:58 to go in the first. Railers up 4-0. Mattoon to inbound. Now the Railers with some full court press. Here comes Larson. Kick it out to Johnson. Johnson pull-up jumper short. Fought for. Gint gets the rebound. Now a 3 on the way. In and good for Larson. 4-3 Railers. Miller pushes left. Now kick it out to Connick, left wing. Work it to the right to Horn. Miller, 3 from the corner, off the side of the rim, no good, up over the backboard, out of bounds. Mattoon basketball.
Yeah, another good look there for the Railers. A good pass there by Komnick as he kind of sucked in Miller's man on the drive and kicked it out. And again, the three-point shooting off so far here early on.
Middleton with it on the right. He'll kick it out to Johnson. Now back to Middleton, all the way up top to Larson, to Johnson. There's Hayes for Mattoon. Now Johnson all the way in the corner to Larson. Bounce pass inside to Gint. Nowhere to go. Trap. Gint's going to try to back down on Hayes. Nowhere to go, and now he'll kick it out to Middleton. Middleton thought about a 3. Good job by Horn getting out on him. Tapped away by Horn. Hayes up to Komnick. Komnick up and got it.
Yeah, good feet ahead. Good outlet pass there by Hayes up to Komnick. Komnick on the one-on-one drive, left-hand layup good. So the Railers getting out on the break here in that possession. Defensively been really solid here so far.
Larson, another 3. No good. Rebound Komnick. Kick it out to Miller, up to Horn. Horn right wing. Now they'll work it up top to Hayes. Now Komnick, wide open 3, left wing, off the back of the iron, no good. Miller tracks down the rebound. Bounce pass to Komnick, up. A lot of contact, no call. Looks like he got him on the arm. Middleton kicks it out to Johnson. Now back to Middleton. Hayes for Mattoon, works it right to Middleton, right corner. Now back up top. Larson pull-up jumper up and good for Larson.
Yeah, they're really trying to get it to that mid-range area against the 1-2-2. Larson with a couple of attempts from 3. He got 1 to go, and then he sneaks in there in the middle of the court. And a nice little jump shot there by Mattoon. Makes it 6-5.
Hayes going to find a lane. Up with the left, up and good for Hayes.
Well, the jump shots aren't going. Let's just keep attacking the basket. Hayes with the drive there. Komnick with 1 in transition. And Frank with a couple.
Stolen by Hayes. Read the pass. Now kick it up to Miller. Miller feeds Komnick up and good.
Yeah, good pass by Brady. Good unselfish play there by Miller. Nice steal by Hayes. Kicks it up to Miller.
The Railers have their transition offense going, and the Mattoon coach is not happy.
No, he is not happy about his guys getting back after a steal, and it was really Railers 4 on about 2 there against Mattoon after the steal by Hayes. So the defense has done their job here. Railer offense starting to pick up, and again, not from the perimeter, but we're getting a couple drives to the basket, a little bit of transition, and early on it was Frank Sanders under there getting some extra rebounds on the offensive end to keep some possessions alive.
Lincoln Railer basketball brought to you by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trusted professionals at Me Realty. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center located at 304 North McLean Street and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburgers. Stop by before or after the game. Located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
10-5, Railers up, 2:06 left here in the first quarter. The timeout there by Mattoon, so it'll be Mattoon basketball coming out of the timeout. And now Smith looks like he checks in now for Horn. So you've got Miller, Smith, Comnick, Hayes, and Sanders out there for the Railers.
Mattoon with the basketball, down by 5. Larson kicks it up top to Hayes.
Well, they really like that side of the court. They've got almost, I don't know if they've been on this side of the court on the offensive end yet.
You don't like get down that corner. Miller steps in front of it. I thought he hit it out of bounds.
I did too. I was getting, Carson pointed the other way, maybe to try to talk the official into it. And I think he got it. Yeah, I think you're right. He talked him into it. Mattoon turnover, Railer ball.
Railers up 5 with the basketball. Comnick left wing. He'll dribble right. Kick it over to Miller. Miller's going to dribble in. Nowhere to go. Loses it. Ripped out of his hands. And here comes Mattoon. Drive by Hayes for Mattoon. Blocked by Hayes from Lincoln. And Hayes for Mattoon is going to foul Hayes for Lincoln.
I'm sure if they're related or not, but Drew won that battle anyway and got the block shot, then got it back as well. So foul on Mattoon.
Railers up 5 with the basketball. Miller will walk it up. Now he will cross the half-court line, give it to Smith. And Miller's going to pick up the offensive charge. Hackey over to Johnson. Johnson will get her across. Now back to Hackey. Mattoon works that perimeter. Hackey to Hayes. Now they'll feed it inside to Gint. Kick it out, Johnson.
Good job recovery there by Smith.
Bounce pass in the... Tried to get it in the Gint. Sanders going to kick it out of bounds. Mattoon basketball. Now Horn checks in for Sanders.
Yeah, good minutes there by Frank. One of his first starts of the season, Frank, and he did a good job here in this first quarter. Probably going to give him a break for this 40 seconds left in the first quarter.
Johnson with the basketball for Mattoon. They got Larson on. No, Larson's in there. Never mind. Johnson's going to get from the free throw line up and good for Johnson.
Yeah, ball fake and got by Miller and then got right to that free throw line. So good pull-up jump shot there by Johnson. Now 10-7, 16 seconds left here in the first.
Out of bounds off Mattoon, going to stay with Lincoln. Hayes to inbound to Miller. To Horn left wing. Now they'll feed Hayes at the elbow. Kick it out to Comnick. 3 corner, left it way short, airballed it. And a 3-quarter shot way up and over the basket. No good, and at the end of 1, it's the Lincoln Railers 10, Mattoon Green Wave 7. We'll take a commercial break. We come back. Second quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
An accident or injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786.
Welcome back to Mattoon, Illinois, with the Railers with a 3-point lead going into the second quarter. Mattoon basketball to start the second. There's a boot by Komnick.
Yeah, we've had a couple soccer players here tonight. Sanders with a couple of kickaways, and now Komnick with one that went into the rafters.
Field goal is good. Now Mattoon with the basketball. Johnson over to Hackey. To Hayes. Hackey in the corner, picked up there by Horn. Now they'll work it to the, well, they're going to go left. They don't like the left, Josh.
No, they refuse to come on our side.
3 on the way, up and good for Hackey, and it's tied at 10. Komnick left wing, going to dribble in on Johnson, kick it out to Hayes, now up top to Miller. Hayes kicks it out to Horn. Now they'll work it to the left. Miller left wing. Up top to Komnick. Now Horn's going to fire a 3 off the rim, no good. And all white jerseys around for the rebound. Hayes with it up top for Mattoon. Now they'll feed it into Hackey. Hackey's going to get ripped out of his hands. Going to stay with Mattoon. Johnson to inbound. Gets it into Larson. Now Hackey in the corner. Larson left corner. Now they'll work it up top to Hackey. Johnson picked up by Smith. Now Larson with it back to Johnson. Johnson 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Komnick there for the rebound.
Yeah, let's get a basket here. Somebody line up a 3 and knock it down. Let's get some momentum going here.
Railers working that perimeter. Smith.
They went away from our drives, too. We were getting to the basket.
Smith, nothing there. Kick it out to Komnick. Now up top to Miller. Over to Horn. Almost stolen. Komnick pulls up. Jumper in and out. No good. Larson with the rebound. Railers gone a little cold offensive side of the ball. Three on the way in the corner, no good. Komnick there for another rebound. Here come the Railers. Miller kicks it out. Smith thought about a 3. Didn't take it. Now they work it to the left to Horn. Now Hayes. Smith up with the right, no good. Tapped around, and Horn's going to get called for his second. And Sanders is going to check in for Horn. And Vlahovic is going to come up off the bench. He's going to check in for Hayes. Vlahovic had a good night scoring in the JV.
Yeah, had a couple threes. JV were winners 38-37 in a close one.
Little jumper, no good. And here come the Railers. Miller. Gonna hand off to Smith. Railers been stuck on that 10-point mark for quite some time. Miller head fake, little behind the back pass to Sanders, up and good.
Yeah, get something going here. A little drive by Miller behind the back to Sanders, and there's our man, Frank, with 6 points now, 6 of our 10. I think it's just been Frank with 6, Komnick with 4, and I guess we got 2 more from somebody. Hayes has got 2 with the drive.
Railers back up 2, 3:50 to go in the first half. Travel, yeah, sure did. Got him on the second one.
Yeah, he traveled right before he made that initial move, and officials missed it, but they got the next one.
Raiders up 2 with the basketball. Over to Vlahovic, right wing. Now Smith up, no good, but a foul on the play. Looks like they're going to get that one on Gent. Gent's first.
Yeah, drive by Smith there on the left side. Got in there, and when it gets to contact, the leading free throw shooter for the Railers is Smith. Smith, first free throw up and good. Smith shooting 85% from the line on the season.
It's both.
2 free throws up and good for Smith. Now 14-10 Railers with 3:30 left here in the first half.
Larson. Now to Rice. Back to Larson. There's a deep 3 way off on the floor, and Sanders rips it out of there.
Yeah, let's go.
Miller kicks it out. Smith, 3, left corner, off the rim, no good. Rebound. Greenway, they throw it all the way up to Wetzel. There's a 3 on the way, no good. Komnick with another rebound. Miller kicks it out to Smith. Komnick, 3 on the way, in and out, no good.
Good hustle
Sanders
by Frank.
Tracks it down, and he falls out of bounds as he lost his balance.
Boy, another 3 that just cannot find the bottom of the net. The Railers without a 3-pointer here so far in the first half. We've had several roll around, but nothing to put on the scoreboard.
A foul on Komnick. His first, team second. Hayes is going to check in for Vlahovic. Mattoon with the basketball. They'll work it around. Larson, top of the key. Now over to Hayes for Mattoon. Kick it out. 3 on the way by Wetzel is nothing but net. Bounce pass to Sanders. He's going to work his way in. Up and got it. Count the bucket. And the foul.
Yeah, good job by Frank, and a good pass there by Miller. A nice bounce pass into the post, and Frank just using his size, and it's a definite size advantage for Sanders and Hayes underneath. We've got to continue to go there and go there even more often.
Free throw, no good. Rebound, Mattoon. Rice with it up top for Mattoon. Hayes dribbles in on Sanders. Now kick it out to Wetzel. Now Larson for a 3, top of the key, no good. Sanders fights in there for the rebound. Kick it out to Miller. Miller pushes right. Smith, right corner. Now back to Miller. Komnick to Hayes, left wing. Railers up 3 with a minute to go here in the first half. Hayes looking to get down low to Sanders, does. Comnick, corner 3, got it.
Oh, about time.
There we go. There's a Chris Coink State Farm 3-pointer, and the Railers up 6.
And you notice the offense went through Sanders again on that block. We got it into Frank. He able to kick it out to Comnick in the corner and finally get something to go down.
Larson to Wetzel. Now Hayes. And they're going to get Smith on the reach. Johnson's going to check in for Rice for the Green Wave.
So a big defensive stop here. You don't want Mattoon to go in with a basket here. Railers up 19-13, 15 seconds left here. They're going to go for one. Railers call out the screens here.
Little spin on Johnson, kick it out. Hayes for a 3 off the rim, no good. 3 seconds. And with .5, it's going to be Railer basketball. Hayes to inbound.
Let's see if you can get, look like, yeah, that's what you didn't want to do. Now that it was, if it wasn't tipped, they get the ball right over there. Right where it is, so exactly what Coach Alexander did not want to happen, although if it wasn't tipped, then the time should go back to .5, which it just did.
Yeah. Good job, ref.
Well, he's got learning as it goes, right?
0.5 seconds. Mattoon with the basketball on the sideline. It's got to be a catch and shoot. It is up and no good. And at the end of the first half, it's the Lincoln Railers 19, Mattoon Green Wave 13. We'll take a commercial break. We come back. We'll have the Ground Corporated halftime show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball is brought to you by Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Culvers of Lincoln, Grau Incorporated, Chestnut Health Systems, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Heartland Bank and Trust Company, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Emo's Cafe, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, Joe Ryan Country Financial, Schneider Masonry, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
Welcome back here from Mattoon, Illinois, as the Railers lead at 19-13 here at halftime. You're in the Ground Incorporated halftime show. We'll run through the scoring first for the Green Wave for Mattoon. They were led by Cole Larson with 5. Tyler Tyler Hakey and Max Wetzel with 3 apiece, and 2 points for Madden Johnson. The Railers were led in the first half by Carson Comnick with 7, Frank Sanders with 6, Drew Hayes and Gabe Smith with 2 points apiece for the Railers. Again, the Railers lead it here 19-13. Back with more of the Grau Incorporated halftime show in just a couple minutes. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, Disney, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Go online to simply-traveled.com.
Welcome back, Railer Nation, here from Mattoon High School as the Railers lead at 19-13 here at halftime. I'll give you a scoring update on my bad calculations. Frank Sanders led the way in the first half. Frank with 8, Comnick with 7, 2 for Hayes and Smith for the 19 for the Railers. And we talked about it in the pregame, Scott, lack of being able to score. And Comnick with a late 3 in that second quarter, the first one for the only one for the Railers in that first half. Just shooting and scoring with a struggle. Defense has been good here, but we're struggling to put the ball in the hole.
Yeah, and kind of went away with what was working, Josh.
Yeah.
You know, getting inside. We got the size advantage on them. Thought they worked it well with Hayes and Sanders in there, at the same time.
Yep.
And able to really work it down low. And if we could just get that 3-ball going, it's going to open up that middle.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. Boy, you knock a couple threes down and Frank becomes even more open underneath because they can't help down as much as they are right now on Sanders. And I'll tell you, Frank hasn't he got the lob play. That was an easy basket for him, but the other one, he's just been outworking guys underneath. Frank with 4 rebounds in the first half, Comnick with 5. Those two guys have been doing a great job on the boards, but Frank has been doing a good job on the offensive boards where he kept a play alive with 2 offensive rebounds in 1 possession in that first half. And you can get that activity out of Frank to rebound. And just an added bonus that we haven't seen for a while from the Railers with that size underneath. Frank's a really good athlete too, and you put him down there with he can get off the floor a little bit, and then he's 6'5", probably 240 pounds, and he's a load to move underneath, and he's been a big difference here tonight.
Yeah, he has, and he's just a big guy, just big and physical, and just keeps a lot of plays alive, and hopefully Railers come out third quarter.
Yeah.
And
we talked about spread out scoring too, and it really hasn't been so far. We need another couple guys to knock down. It'd be nice to get Miller going from the perimeter a little bit. Horn has kind of been off in the last couple of games with his jump shot too. Smith came in and got to the basket and drew a foul for 2 free throws, but it just not going to win a ton of games scoring 19 points here so far. We are going to send it back to the studios, and when we come back, we will have third quarter action. And you're in the Grau Incorporated halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Wait, why does my face look like that?
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly, with less downtime, and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. Phone 217-735-5400.
Welcome back to Mattoon, Illinois. Scott Kirby, Josh Comnick, Lloyd Kirby here this evening, where the Railers have a 6-point lead going into the second half, and we'll have the basketball to start the second, Josh.
Well, let's get a score. I don't care where it comes from. Let's find a way to change the scoreboard here in that first possession and get this thing on a roll here and get to a comfortable lead in the fourth. And we talked about this has been our bad quarter, and you can change that right away here in this first possession, get off to a good start.
Starters back on the court for the Railers. Will be their basketball to start the second half. Horn to inbound. Kicks it into Miller. Miller across half-court line. Over to Horn. Now they'll feed Hayes. Cutting Sanders up and couldn't get it to go. And Sanders is going to pick up the foul as he tried to hit it out of Gint's hands.
Yeah, I think Frank just frustrated with the missed layup, and then had a frustration foul. And as a nice play, we got the ball down to Hayes, and then Frank did a good job of cutting right down the middle of the lane, not standing and watching, just missed the layup.
Mattoon basketball. Middleton.
Close to a 10.
Yeah. Over to Hayes. Now Larson. Larson to Middleton. Mattoon working around the perimeter. Johnson in the corner, now Larson. Johnson goes left. Picks up his dribble, nowhere to go.
Threw it right down to a guy about a foot from him, and Hayes right there to get 2 paws on it. Jump ball. It'll be Mattoon basketball underneath their hoop.
Johnson inbound, kick it out. 3 on the way from Hayes. Got it. Hayes for Mattoon with a 3, and it's 19-16.
Yeah, it looked like Miller got caught behind a screen. Couldn't get out on Hayes, and Hayes drilled it to open their first possession of the half.
Horn left wing, now Komnick. Work it to the left to Miller. Sanders left corner, now Komnick. Komnick's going to dribble left, now get to the middle. Nothing there. Hayes, 3, right wing, got it.
Ooh, good job by Carson of getting in the middle of that lane and then kicked it out to Hayes. Hayes got the feet set, jump shot up and good. So good possession there by the Rails. Good penetration there by Komnick to get in the middle of the lane and dish it out.
Hayes with the Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer, and Railers back up by 6. And unforced turnover out of bounds. Railer basketball.
Let's get another one. Back-to-back 3s here.
Miller, help with a pick from Hayes. Now Horn. Hayes top of the key. Work it left to Komnick. Trying to feed Sanders underneath. Hayes picks up his dribble. Fires it out to Komnick. Now Horn. Bounce pass to Sanders. And out of bounds, Railer basketball.
Yeah, they came and doubled Frank, and Frank's got to pick up that as well. So whoever's man comes to double Frank's got to look to be open and let him know.
Hayes going to dribble in, kick it over to Horn. Now bounce pass to Sanders. Now they'll work it to the left. Horn, pull-up jumper.
Rebounded Frank.
Frank with the rebound. Going to go up and can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Frank in great position. That shot came right in front of us, and I think what the percentage is like 68% or something. The ball's coming off on the other side. Frank cleared out position and got the offensive rebound, and I think if you ask him, he should have made the layup and got fouled, but Frank will go to the line for 2. First one up and missed for Frank.
Is that a true percentage, or you just make that up?
I don't know if it's exactly that, but it's very high.
Sounded good. Sanders, second free throw up and no good. Rebound comes down to Gant for Mattoon.
Missed the free throws and kind of a wasted opportunity there for the Railers as Frank missed that putback.
All the way up top to Gant. Now Middleton to Johnson. Johnson will back it out. 5 minutes to go in the third. Raiders up 6.
Well, they love that right side of the court. Komnick with almost a steal there underneath.
All the way across to Middleton. Now to Larson. Larson head fake, another head fake, and Sanders came down on him and picked up the foul. Second personal on Frank. And Larson's going to get 2 free throws. First one up and good.
Larson was their leading scorer in the first half with 5. Give him 6 now on the game.
Second one up and good for Larson. Raiders up 4, 4:38 to go in the third. Miller hands off to Hayes. Now Smith. Komnick with it. Going to get to the lane, pull up jumper, and travel. Good idea. Just that call for the travel. Turnover Railers up 4, 4:20 to go. Not a little trap.
Ooh, almost made it.
Get it across to Larson. Now Hayes to Middleton. Larson's going to dribble in, nowhere to go. Middleton's going to bounce pass over to Gant. Gant up and no good. Rebound comes down to Carson Komnick. Pushes right to Miller. Komnick left wing. Miller top of the key. Spins. Up and good.
Yeah,
good move by Miller.
Yeah, you're right. It just kind of lulled him to sleep there for a second. Didn't think he was going to go, and then he turned on the Jets with a nice spin move, and then was able to get it to go. Good drive there by Miller on a much-needed basket.
Yeah, Railers up 6, 3:18 to go in the third quarter. Hayes hounded there by Komnick. Now to Middleton. Middleton picks up his dribble, gives it to Johnson. Now they'll feed Larson at the free throw line. Jumper up and good for Larson. Leads down to 4, under 3 minutes to go in the third. Pick by Sanders. Hayes picks up his dribble, gives it to Miller. Komnick 3 off the rim, no good. 5-4. Larson gets the rebound. Now Hayes, he'll push right, kick it up top to Johnson. Now they'll work to the left. Middleton 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Tapped out of there, rebound Mattoon. Middleton left-hand jumper up and good, and it is a 2-point lead for the Railers with 2:07 to go in the third. Now Middleton's going to pick up the foul. It's his second, team second. Hackey and Rice check in for Mattoon. Komnick to inbound. Gets it to Hayes. Back to Komnick. Komnick's going to get to the lane. Kick it out. Smith. 3 on the way. Off the rim. No good. And Horn's going to pick up his third. Thought he was straight up.
Yeah, I don't know. There wasn't much contact there. I think it was just 2 guys going after the ball. Not a lot of contact there. Another 3-pointer missed by the Railers. Horn going after the rebound, and there's a whole lot of contact there.
Hayes pushes right. Little bump by Komnick. Now hit out of his hands. And Komnick picks up his second. 4th team foul for the Railers. 1:46 to go. Railers up 2. Mattoon with the basketball. Johnson over to Rice. Now back to Johnson. Bounce pass to Gant, back to Johnson. Now a little dish off to Rice, and we're tied at 24. Kind of just lulled us to sleep right there.
Yeah, they're getting point-blank shots right now. The Railer defense not moving at all, not putting any pressure on the ball. And Mattoon point-blank layups or little jump shots in the lane.
Miller up and couldn't get it to go, but he's going to pick up the foul and go to the line for 2. I'd like to get Smith involved in that, going to the rim.
Yeah,
that's where he's
at his best,
yeah.
and using that strength to get to the basket, and just what we talked about, just lackluster, especially defensively.
Free throw no good for Miller. Second one up and no good. Tracked down by Komnick. Komnick up and couldn't get it to go. Rebound Mattoon. Mattoon looking to take the lead. Stripped away by Horn. To Hayes. Now Miller. Miller pushes right. Gets it to Smith. Smith. Nowhere to go. Fire it out to Hayes. Now Miller. Komnick 3 in the corner. Got it. Komnick with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and that was a tough angle.
Yeah, it was. It was a good pass by Miller. It just did that coffin corner. Komnick with a 3 to go. Couldn't make the layup, but drains a 3.
Now here come the Railers. Push it up to Miller. Miller ripped out of his hands, got him on the arm, and Johnson picks up the foul.
Miller going back to the line on a good drive and a great outlet pass there by Hayes all the way, about three-quarter court outlet pass. Miller put his head down and got to the rim. Miller 0 of 2 from the free throw in his last attempts.
Missed the first. Railers up 3 with 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Second one up and in and out, no good. Mattoon with the basketball. Johnson over to Rice. Rice picks up his dribble and now in some trouble. Threw it right to Komnick. Komnick up and no shot. Got fouled before.
It looks like they are in the bonus, though. The Railers will go to the foul line. Komnick with 2 free throws on the steal. No, did not count the basket, but fouled before. Probably a good call. I thought it was a good call early.
First one from Komnick off the back of the rim, no good. Struggling from the line tonight.
That's an understatement.
Sanders is going to check in for Miller. 11 seconds to go. Raiders up 3. Komnick at the line for his second free throw. Up and good. Rice now to Johnson. Johnson all the way up to Gint. Gint up and no good. Out of bounds. Mattoon basketball.
Well, that pass was almost there the time before. Hayes couldn't get it. That time it was open. Big break there for the Railers as could not get the easy shot underneath to go in.
Get it in. Gint, 3, way too late. And at the end of 3 quarters, it's the Lincoln Railers 28, Mattoon Green Wave 24. We'll take a commercial break. We come back. Fourth quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
60 running.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick and Lincoln. When it comes time
when
to
I
choose
was
someone
10,
to
my
repair
mom
your
got
car,
deported.
truck, or
We
SUV,
had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
With the lead, fourth quarter underway, will be Railer basketball. Horn will kick it into Hayes. Komnick now Sanders. Horn up
nice.
And good.
Yeah,
good job
move.
by Horn.
You're
yeah.
right. I thought he was going to kick it out here. I wanted Blake to take it all the way, and he did. A big basket there for the Railers on the drive.
Railers up by 6.
Now, I think this is our biggest lineup we can put out there. Now Komnick at the point of the 1-2-2. Horn, Smith on the wings, and Sanders and Hayes underneath.
Johnson. Now they'll feed it inside off of the leg. Now here comes Komnick. Komnick's going to go up, and block. Count the bucket. Komnick to the line.
Yeah, I like that too. But pick up the loose ball and go to the basket, and don't let the defense get back and get set. Comnick put the pressure on the defense, was able to get to the rim, layup to go, and now he'll go to the free throw line for one. And as you said, the Railers have struggled here from the free throw line. It's hard again.
Yeah, missed that one a little too strong off the back of the rim. Rebound Mattoon. Raiders up by 8. Larson going to dribble in. Now back it out. Pull up jumper. Too strong. Hayes with the rebound. Kick it up to Smith. Smith head fake up and good.
Yeah, boy, that outlet pass has worked here tonight too. Hayes, what was the guy in the NBA that used to do that? Love?
Caleb.
Caleb, yeah, the big guy used to play in the pros, played at UCLA, I think, was a two-handed outlet pass, and Hayes with that same thing right there. Three-quarter court outlet to Smith. Smith gets out on the break and scores it, and they've gotten this lead to 10, 34-24 with 6:53 left and just a little life, just to push the basketball, speed up the pace. I think we're quicker, more athletic than Mattoon, and finally here in the fourth quarter we're putting it to use.
Raiders up by 10, 6:53 to go in the ball game. Lincoln Raider basketball brought to you by Ground Corporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Mattoon basketball. Now the Raiders kind of.
Now we're at a point right here, Scott, where we can open this thing up or let Mattoon right back into it. And as of late, the Railers have allowed teams to get back in it. Let's change that.
Larson with it. Now to Middleton. Back to Larson. All the way up top to Johnson. Johnson, and I have a foul on Smith. Smith, second personal foul, first team foul for the Railers. Johnson to Middleton, now in the corner to Larson. Larson picks up his dribble, gives it to Middleton, back to Larson. In the corner to Hayes. Now Larson up to Middleton. Good defense by the Railers.
Yeah, moving a little bit more.
Yeah.
A little quicker.
Three on the way by Hayes, no good. And it's going to be tracked down by Middleton. Stolen away, almost stolen away. Horn will track it down. He's got numbers. Comnick up and how's that a travel?
I didn't see that.
And Comnick's going to be called for the travel. The mysterious travel called on Comnick.
Yeah, good defense there by the Railers too. Again, a good pass by Horn. And I think the ref said he took one too many steps, but I'm not sure it was.
I'm not sure he did. Middleton with the basketball. Now Johnson, kick it over to Hayes, back to Johnson. Larson guarded by Horn. Nowhere to go.
Off his leg.
His hands. Oh.
Yeah, he just hit off his knee going the other way. Yep. Yeah, good call. Good job by the official at going in and getting that call right.
Turnover Mattoon, Railer basketball. Railers up 10, 5:23 to go in the game. Get it into Hayes, back to Comnick, now Horn.
Yeah, now a little full court pressure here by Mattoon.
Smith. Fired over to Hayes, now Comnick. Comnick nowhere to go. Comnick's going to dribble in, ripped out of his hands by Hayes for Mattoon. Hayes going to try to go coast to coast, and a blocking foul on Sanders, and that's his third.
Frank Sanders, his third, 2 second. Line for the Green Wave. Living Hayes with 2 shots.
So Hayes for Mattoon will go to the line for 2 shots.
Why the Railers just had that sitting at this 10-point lead since at least for a minute and a half now, and just have not been able to extend this thing, and talked about that being a problem for this Railer team. We've had our opportunities at the other end to extend it, and a couple of turnovers.
Second one up and good for Hayes of Mattoon. Leads down to 9. Railers with the basketball. Break the press. Sanders, left corner. Now they'll kick it up top to Horn. Right wing, Komnick. Up top, Sanders. Give it to Smith. Smith finds a lane, wide open lane, up over the rim. Yeah. Good for Smith.
No help side there for Mattoon, and I think Gabe was waiting for it to come, and it never did. And Gabe all the way to the rim for obviously a much-needed basket here. The Railers up 11 now.
Blocked by Frank. Now here comes Komnick. He's going to go right to the rim, up and couldn't get it to go. He'll go to line for 2.
And again, a good push there. I like to see the picked up the ball after Frank blocked the shot, and Komnick get it and go and put some pressure on the defense. And another missed opportunity for a three-point play. Hopefully Komnick can step to the line and make 2 free throws.
Got the first. Puts the Raiders up 12. 4:15 to go. Second one up and good for Komnick, and the lead is 13. Larson up to Johnson. Back to Larson, now Hackey. Deep 3 by Johnson, up no good. Rebound Hayes. Fired up to Smith. He got Komnick under the basket, didn't see him. Now Hayes, top of the key, he'll settle it down. Dangerous pass. Smith, Komnick, dribble in, kick it out to Horn. Now Hayes going to find a lane, ripped out of his hands. And here comes Mattoon. Nowhere to go. Out of bounds off of the Railers.
Yeah,
good stay with Mattoon.
Good trap there by Sanders and Horn, and off of the Railers. It looks like Miller will check back in now for Sanders.
Timeout, full timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
60 running.
This is Corporal Brian Clements with the Lincoln Police Department. This week, Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers is seeking information in reference to a shooting that occurred on December 30th, 2024 at approximately 7 to 8 p.m. in the area of the North Jefferson Street near the Logan County Fairgrounds. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries from a small caliber gunshot. At this time, no description of a suspect was given. If you have any information on this crime, please contact the Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers anonymously at 217-732-3000 or the Lincoln Police Department at 217-732-2151. Tips leading to an arrest could receive a cash reward of up to $1,000. Crime Stoppers only wants your information, not your name.
The Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week is brought to you by Me Realty, supporting a thriving community safe for families through support of the Crime Stoppers program. Me Realty, 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Welcome back to Mattoon, Illinois, where the Railers the 13-point lead with 3:21 to go in the ball game. It will be Mattoon basketball out of the timeout. Hackey to inbound for Mattoon. He'll get it in, and Smith's going to reach around him. It's not where you want to foul.
No, and you don't want to give any, bad fouls away at this point in the game. I'm not sure how many team fouls we've got. I can't see the scoreboard. 3 team fouls on the Railers, so they've got to be smart there as well. You don't want to get Mattoon in a situation where they're in the bonus getting free throws on fouls.
Hackey to Hayes. Now Wetzel. Hackey, 3, way off. And Hayes for the putback.
Yeah, just no effort on the boards there for the Railers. A couple guys trying to retreat back for offense, and got to make sure we get the rebound first.
Raiders up 11 with the ball. Out of bounds. Going to stay with the Railers. Tapped out of there by Larson. Johnson's going to check in for Wetzel for Mattoon. .240 to go in the ball game. Railers up 11 with the ball. Hayes left corner, now up top to Smith.
Oh.
Miller's going to dribble in, kick it out. Comnick, 3 on the way. Got it.
Boy, big pass there. Great pass there by Miller. Got into the teeth of the defense. Drew Comnick's man in for help side. And then Carson able to line it up here. A couple threes by Carson here in this fourth quarter has been huge.
Chris Coyne, State Farm, 3-pointer for Comnick. And the Railers up 14. Johnson's going to pick up his dribble. Now give it to Hayes. To Larson. Larson's going to fire a 3 off the rim, no good. And Hayes gets the rebound.
Yeah, be smart with your outlet here, Hayes.
Miller all the way across to Smith. Smith's going to dribble in, up, and couldn't get it to go. Mattoon with the rebound. Larson bounce pass wide open. Gint up and good for Gint, and leads down to 12. Let's work that ball around. Comnick, or go to the rim. Up and good for Comnick.
No foul.
Raiders back up 14 with 1:13 to go in the game. Bounce pass to Gint, and Hayes is going to hammer Gint. Gint is going to the line for 2 free throws.
43-29, 1:08 left here in the basketball game.
Free throw up and good from Gint. Second one up.
Lane violation on Mattoon. So Railer basketball. Railers up 43, now 30. 1:08 left here. Take care of the basketball. Get a layup, right? A little pressure here by Mattoon. Be smart with your passes. You know you've got timeouts to use.
Oh, stolen away. Johnson. Hayes rips it out. Little contact, no call. Horn, head fake, kick it out. Smith, under a minute to go.
Yeah, be smart here. Work the clock, get a layup.
Tapped out of bounds off of Gint. Going to stay with the Railers. Miller to inbound. Kick it up all the way to Comnick. He'll push right, give it to Miller. Now Smith. Horn kicks it out to Smith. Now Comnick. Raiders just working that clock. We're down to 25 seconds.
Yeah, not much ball pressure here by Mattoon. They've kind of given in here on the game. It looks like the Railers are going to win it here, 43-30, on a little bit better fourth quarter than the third.
Hayes will keep it up top. Let time expire. And your final from Mattoon, the Lincoln Railers, 43. Mattoon Green Wave, 30. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Ground Incorporated postgame show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball is brought to you by Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Culvers of Lincoln, Grau Incorporated, Chestnut Health Systems, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Heartland Bank and Trust Company, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Emo's Cafe, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, Joe Ryan Country Financial, Schneider Masonry, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
This is Corporal Brian Clements with the Lincoln Police Department. This week, Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers is seeking information in reference to a shooting that occurred on December 30th, 2024 at approximately 7 to 8 p.m. in the area of the North Jefferson Street near the Logan County Fairgrounds. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries from a small caliber gunshot. At this time, no description of a suspect was given. If you have any information on this crime, please contact the Lincoln Logan County Crime Stoppers anonymously at 217-732-3000 or the Lincoln Police Department at 217-732-2151.
Railer Nation here from Mattoon High School as the Railers win it here in Mattoon by a score of 43-30. You're in the Grau Incorporated postgame show. Josh Comnick, Scott Kirby, Lloyd Kirby. A clean sweep for the Railers and the Lady Railers. Lady Railers victorious at home tonight over Taylorville, 57-45. And then the Railers sophomores here from Mattoon were winners in a close one, 38-37. And Scott, good defensive effort, I thought, tonight here for the Railers, only giving up 30 in the game. They gave up 13 at halftime, and Mattoon finished with 30, especially in that fourth quarter. I thought third quarter they started to get back into it a little bit with some easy baskets. Railers defense not putting any pressure on the ball, and Mattoon getting some easy baskets underneath. And then our defense started to pick up a little bit more. I think we got a little bit longer out on the court with Comnick and Horn and Smith at the top of that 1-2-2, which made it a little more difficult for Mattoon. And then the Railers were able to get out on some breaks. You know, Mattoon turned the ball over, and Comnick got it and went. Hayes with some big outlet passes to Smith that were able to get some baskets. So the Railers finding a way to get some easier hoops because the shooting again not great from the perimeter. Again, Comnick able to knock a couple down in the fourth quarter to extend that lead, and the Railers ultimately come out with a 43-30 victory.
Yeah, struggling a little bit from the three-point line and from the free throw line tonight, Josh. I don't know what we ended up with at the line, but it wasn't good.
No.
Missed several free throws, which, could have even put that game out of reach earlier. But, big win for the Railers. That's 4 in a row. And back at home tomorrow for some home cooking against the Tornadoes.
Yeah, Tornadoes come to town. I know they were in action tonight. I'm not sure how they finished tonight, but they'll be ready to go. A team that was in the Central State 8 with us for a long time, and then they moved to the Apollo. Then we went to the Apollo for a couple of years and did battle with them, and now they're going to come to Coach Neil Alexander Court here tomorrow night as a 5:30 start for the JV and a 7 o'clock start for the varsity. We'll take a break and have Coach Alexander back here in just a couple of minutes. You're in the Grau Incorporated postgame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
Got a hook loose.
One of the deadliest mass shootings in U.S. history at Post Nightclub in Orlando.
Walking into the building for the first time after the shooting, it was crippling, but it had to be preserved. If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart. It is the power of love in its rawest form.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our quick-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Heartland Bank and Trust Company, with branches on North Sangamon Street and Woodlawn Road. Unlock the power of more with More For You checking from Heartland Bank and save money on the things you're already paying for. Open your account today in branch or online at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC.
Back here from Mattoon High School, the Railers win it here 43-30. We'll run through the scoring before we get to head coach Neil Alexander. The Railers were led here tonight by Carson Comnick with 20. He had 9 big points in that fourth quarter. 8 points for Frank Sanders, 6 points for Gabe Smith, 5 points for Drew Hayes, and 2 points for Brady Miller to round out the 43 for the Railers. Now joined by head coach Neil Alexander and coach 19-13 at halftime. Defense doing their part. Really did their part for the most part, but in that third quarter there were some easy baskets that the Mattoon Wave were able to get and almost clawed themselves back into it.
Yeah, they did. I think they got. They might have. Did they tie the game? Mm-hmm. They tied it, and they're a scary team. I think they've only won 6 games, but they got a lot of sophomores and even a freshman out there, and I think the future's really bright for them. And they threw it up there and they attacked us as well. They put us in situations that no other team has put us in, and we struggled a little bit at times, but we were able to overcome it.
Nice to have Frank back, Coach. Started out the game with the first 4 points and probably the first 4 rebounds for the Railers. Active, big body, and really had probably a couple layups that I think if you asked him, he should have made one on a foul that he got fouled on. It was pretty somewhat of an easier shot. Then I think he missed one. So you're looking at possibly 10 to 12 points, but also a lot of rebounds for Frank. I thought Carson did a good job. He was early on the boards on the first half, did a good job on the boards. And then in that second half, it was a lot of a little more transition for the Railers. Hayes getting the rebound and outletting it to either Comnick or Smith, who was getting out on his break and getting us some easy layups or some free throw opportunities.
Yeah, we've talked to the kids about, we need to be looking for those. We need to score easy baskets, layups. And our defense has to create that. And I thought there in the fourth quarter, we really made some things happen defensively and got us some easy scores.
Well, Coach, after tonight, third quarter was about the same as normal, but the fourth quarter was a little bit different as we put up a few more points in that fourth quarter. 15 for the Railers in the fourth quarter, which were much needed again, as we just couldn't get over that hump. I think we were on a 10-point lead for a while, and Mattoon wasn't really scoring. We weren't really scoring. Trying to open that game up and give us an easier win rather than the last couple games have been pretty close.
Yeah, we wanted to win the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter has been our downfall. We've really struggled at the tail end, and but tonight we done a much better job.
Tornadoes come in tomorrow night, Coach. An improved Taylorville team that has some better players than they have in the past. What can we expect from the Tornadoes tomorrow?
Well, they've got a lot of good shooters. They're strong, big, physical. It'll be a battle tomorrow. They shoot it really well, and like you said, they're gradually coming back. If you remember, a few years ago they were really good, and then they kind of fell off, and they've kind of got things coming back. So it should be a fun game tomorrow night.
Well, Coach, we'll see you back at Roy S. Anderson tomorrow night as the Railers take on the Tornadoes.
Okay.
That's going to do it for us here in Mattoon. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow, February 1st at 7 o'clock, as the Railers will be at home to take on the Tornadoes from Taylorville High School. Our broadcast will begin with the pregame starting at 6:30. The Railers now stand at 14-8. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We know you enjoyed the outcome. We'd like to thank our listeners for listening, our viewers for viewing, and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Railer basketball. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer Paula, cameraman and social media coordinator Lord Kirby, my counterpart Josh Komnick, this is Scott Kirby. Well, that's going to do it for us
You're
here, Josh.
You're off the air, whatever.
Okay, good.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball. WLCN's live stream coverage is sponsored by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Dara Entwistle, Independent Health Insurance Agent, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Call 217-651-8046. Heartland Bank and Trust Company, with branches on North Sangamon Street and Woodlawn Road. Unlock the power of more with More For You checking from Heartland Bank and save money on the things you're already paying for. Open your account today in branch or online at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant. Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Thank you for watching WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer basketball.
An accident or injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in Service, Parts, and Detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly, with less downtime, and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, merealty.com, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. The preceding program is a presentation of WLC